Seniors, you're not losing leg strength because you're aging. You're losing it because of one thing missing every single morning. After 60, many people wake up feeling stiff, off balance, or weak in the knees. And most just accept it as normal. But here's what no one tells you. Your muscles aren't just getting older, they're starving the moment you wake up. See, during sleep, your body enters a fasted state. If you don't give your muscles what they need shortly after waking, you trigger a hidden process called catabolism, where your body starts breaking down your own muscle tissue for energy. And over time, this silent muscle loss leads to falls, slower walking, and even trouble getting out of chairs. But here's the good news. New science shows that with one simple change in your morning routine, you can start preserving your muscle and even rebuilding strength in your legs starting tomorrow. In today's video, you'll learn why your body loses muscle right after you wake up. A real story of Frank, 69, who reversed weakness in just 3 weeks. The top 5 morning foods that feed your leg muscles and stop stiffness. Plus, one secret food combo that acts like natural physical therapy for your joints and strength. Stick around to the end, because this one morning habit could help you walk stronger, longer, and pain-free for years to come. Welcome to It's Better Health. Let's get started. Section 1. Why muscle loss starts the moment you wake up. Let's clear something up right now. Your legs are not getting weaker just because of age. They're getting weaker because your body is breaking down muscle every morning before you even finish your coffee. Here's what most people don't realize. After a night of sleep, your body wakes up in a fasted state, which means it hasn't received any nutrients or energy for 7 to 9 hours. That might sound harmless, but if you're over 60, that fasting state is dangerous. Why? Because as we age, we experience something called anabolic resistance, a natural decline in our body's ability to rebuild muscle after periods without food. So what happens when you wake up? Your body is still in catabolism, a mode where it breaks down muscle tissue to use as energy. If you don't give your body protein and muscle-preserving nutrients shortly after waking, this catabolic state continues. And guess where your body pulls from first? Your leg muscles, the largest, most energy-demanding muscle groups in your body. And that's why so many seniors wake up feeling wobbly or unsteady when getting out of bed, too weak to carry groceries or climb stairs, or with a strange slowness in their legs that wasn't there before. But it doesn't stop there. Let's talk numbers. According to research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, older adults experience up to 31% lower muscle protein synthesis in the morning when no food is consumed compared to those who eat protein within 30 to 45 minutes after waking. That means, if you're skipping breakfast or just having coffee and toast, your muscles aren't rebuilding. They're vanishing. And this leads to a condition called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and function. It's not rare. It's not random. It's not avoidable by staying active alone. It starts around age 50 and accelerates if we don't actively feed and support our muscles. In fact, studies show that seniors can lose up to 3% of their muscle strength every year past the age of 60. That may sound small, but over a decade, that's up to 33% of your leg muscle gone. Quietly, slowly, until one day, your knees give out, or your balance fails you, or you fall. Here's something even more alarming. Every 19 seconds, an older adult in the US is treated in the ER for a fall-related injury, and many of those falls are linked to undiagnosed muscle loss in the legs. So what's the takeaway? You have a window of opportunity every morning to stop muscle breakdown before it gets worse. If you give your muscles what they need, the right nutrients at the right time, you can shift your body out of catabolism and into recovery mode. You don't need fancy supplements. You just need the right foods, the right timing, and a routine that honors what your body needs after 60. And in just a moment, I'll show you exactly what that looks like. But first, let me tell you a quick story about a 69-year-old man named Frank, and the one change that gave him his legs back in just 3 weeks. Section 2. Real story. Frank, 69, and the 3-week turnaround. Meet Frank. At 69, he's the kind of guy who still mows his own lawn, fixes his own sink, and never misses Sunday coffee with the neighbors. A retired engineer from Ohio, Frank was always known for his steady hands and steady steps. But one morning, while tying his shoes, something felt off. His legs weren't as stable. He paused, stood up, and felt a slight tremble in his right knee. He brushed it off as just one of those things. But those things started happening more often. Over the next few weeks, Frank noticed he couldn't go up the stairs without grabbing onto the rail. He used to walk to the park and back, just under 2 miles, with ease. Now he was winded halfway. And perhaps the most concerning part, he started getting leg cramps at night, the type that jolts you out of sleep and makes you dread standing up. Then came the wake-up call. It was a rainy Tuesday. Frank slipped on the kitchen tile while reaching for a cup of coffee. It wasn't a hard fall, thankfully, but it was enough to scare him. He sat on the floor for a moment, heart pounding, and realized, this isn't me. I used to be strong. What happened? Frank's daughter, a physical therapist, visited that weekend. She listened carefully, then asked a simple question. Dad, what do you eat in the morning? Frank blinked. Usually just coffee, maybe a piece of toast. That's when everything changed. She explained to him something many people over 60 never hear from their doctors. When you wake up, your muscles are starving. You've just fasted for 8 to 10 hours, and your body, especially after 60, is already breaking down muscle to survive. If you don't feed your muscles quickly and properly, you'll lose them, especially in your legs. She handed him a paper with a short list, protein-rich breakfast foods, hydration tips, and one surprising addition, steamed sweet potatoes with a sprinkle of Celtic salt. Frank was skeptical, but he trusted his daughter more than any brochure. He committed to trying the plan for 3 weeks. Week 1, he added 2 hard-boiled eggs and a banana to his breakfast. Week 2, he started sipping warm water with sea salt first thing in the morning. Week 3, he was back to walking his park loop. No heavy breathing, no cramping, and no instability. In his own words, I didn't realize how weak my legs had gotten until I felt strong again. It was like someone turned the lights back on. The transformation wasn't magic. It was science and consistency. Frank didn't join a gym. He didn't start lifting weights. He simply fed his muscles what they needed when they needed it most, in the morning. And he's not alone. Thousands of seniors silently lose strength every year, assuming it's just part of aging. But as Frank proved, the right morning habit can change everything: your strength, your balance, and your independence. So before we move on, ask yourself this. Are you giving your legs what they need to stand tall for you each day? Stick around, because up next we'll share the top 5 muscle-saving breakfast foods that turned Frank's routine from fragile to powerful and could do the same for you. Section 3. Top 5 muscle-saving breakfast foods. Let's make one thing clear. Breakfast isn't just the most important meal of the day. It's your first defense against leg muscle loss. And if you're over 60, that defense needs to be strong, strategic, and nutrient-dense. Why? Because every morning, your body is in a catabolic state, meaning it's actively breaking down tissue, especially muscle, to keep your energy stable. Without the right fuel, your legs lose strength faster than you realize. Now here's the good news. Breakfast foods, especially the ones we're about to show you, don't just stop muscle loss. They reverse it. They deliver exactly what your aging muscles crave: protein, omega-3s, anti-inflammatory nutrients, essential amino acids, and vitamins that support mobility, strength, and balance. And no, you won't need to cook complicated meals or take fancy supplements. These are simple, affordable, senior-friendly foods you can prepare in minutes. In fact, Frank, our 69-year-old comeback story, started with just 2 of these meals, and within weeks, his cramps disappeared, his knees felt more stable, and his daily walks no longer left him sore. So here's what we'll do. We'll count down the top 5 breakfast foods, from powerful proteins to inflammation-fighting combos, based on real science and real results. For each one, we'll explain why it works, the nutrients that make it effective, how to prepare it in a way that fits your routine. Ready to fuel your legs for strength, energy, and freedom? Let's dive in, starting with a breakfast protein that's been saving seniors' legs for decades. Food number 1, salmon or sardines, the omega-3 muscle saver. Let's start strong with the food that made the biggest difference for Frank, and for thousands of seniors who struggle with leg pain, inflammation, or shrinking strength. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines are absolute powerhouses for muscle preservation. And no, they're not just good for your heart, they're crucial for your legs. Why? Because both salmon and sardines are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These nutrients fight inflammation, which is one of the leading causes of muscle loss after 60. They also enhance muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to rebuild and strengthen muscle fibers. That means every bite is helping you recover, repair, and rebuild muscle, especially after a night of fasting. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed omega-3s daily experienced significantly greater gains in muscle mass and strength compared to those who didn't. But that's not all. Sardines also deliver a rare trio: high-quality protein to feed your muscles, vitamin D, which improves muscle function and calcium absorption, and calcium itself, because yes, sardines include tiny edible bones that are rich in this essential mineral. Salmon, on the other hand, is rich in selenium and B vitamins, which help your body produce energy and reduce oxidative stress, the stuff that makes you feel tired, sore, and slow. The best part? Just 2 servings of fatty fish per week has been shown to help older adults preserve over 27% more muscle mass than those who don't include it. Tip: grill or bake a piece of wild salmon and pair it with leafy greens and sweet potato. Or for convenience, try canned sardines in olive oil on whole grain toast. Frank started eating sardines on Mondays and Fridays, 2 small meals, no prep needed. And within 2 weeks, his knee stiffness reduced and his afternoon energy shot up. So if you've been avoiding fish because you never liked the smell or didn't know how to cook it, think again. Your muscles might be begging for it. Coming up next, a creamy, cool breakfast that calms inflammation and feeds your muscles before the sun even hits noon. Let's move on to food number 2, Greek yogurt, the morning muscle recharge. Food number 2, Greek yogurt, the morning muscle recharge. You've probably had yogurt before, but this version? It's not just creamy and delicious. It's a muscle rebuilding powerhouse tailor-made for seniors. Greek yogurt earns its place in this list because it delivers three essential benefits at once, especially in the morning when your muscles need recovery the most. High-quality protein. Greek yogurt contains nearly twice the protein of regular yogurt, including casein and whey, which work together to stop overnight muscle breakdown and kickstart protein synthesis the moment you wake up. Probiotics. These good bacteria help rebalance your gut microbiome. Why does that matter? Because poor gut health after 60 often means your body isn't absorbing nutrients properly, even when you eat well. Probiotics help fix that. Calcium and B vitamins support strong bones, better nerve signaling, and faster muscle recovery. A study published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that older adults who consumed fermented dairy products like Greek yogurt had significantly better muscle function and lower inflammation markers, especially when paired with light activity like walking. And here's something you may not know. Many seniors experience hidden inflammation in the digestive tract that interferes with nutrient absorption. Greek yogurt helps cool that fire, allowing your body to better utilize the protein, calcium, and magnesium you're taking in. For Frank, this was the second change he made. He began each morning with a small bowl of Greek yogurt topped with walnuts and blueberries. Not only did it give him over 15 grams of protein before 9 a.m., but it also helped him feel lighter, more energetic, and less stiff by midday. Tip: choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt to avoid unnecessary added sugar. You can sweeten it naturally with half a banana or a few berries. If you're lactose sensitive, try goat milk yogurt or lactose-free varieties. And don't worry if you're not used to eating dairy in the morning. Many seniors find Greek yogurt more digestible than milk, thanks to its fermentation process. You're not just eating breakfast. You're restoring the system that powers your legs, your core, and your independence. Up next, a sweet, familiar fruit that quietly protects your nerves and blocks cramps before they start. Let's talk about food number 3. Banana, the cramp blocker. Food number 3. Banana, the cramp blocker. Let's face it, leg cramps are one of the most frustrating parts of aging. They strike without warning, often in the middle of the night, and can leave you limping all day. But here's the good news. There's a simple fruit sitting on your kitchen counter that can help stop cramps before they even start. Bananas aren't just convenient. They're one of nature's best muscle protectors. Here's why they work so well for seniors. High in potassium, this vital mineral helps regulate muscle contractions and nerve signals. When your potassium is low, your legs can spasm or cramp unexpectedly. Rich in magnesium, magnesium supports muscle relaxation and reduces nighttime twitching, especially in the calves and feet. Vitamin B6, essential for breaking down proteins and delivering them into muscle tissue where they're needed most. What makes bananas so effective is that they work fast, helping restore the electrolyte balance your muscles need after a night of fasting or a long walk. A review in the Journal of Sports Science and Medicine found that consuming potassium and magnesium-rich foods like bananas significantly reduced exercise-related muscle cramps, even in older populations. But this isn't just about athletes. For seniors, bananas can relieve leg stiffness, calm the nervous system, and provide clean, natural energy to fuel the day ahead, without the crash of coffee or sugary cereals. Frank, our 69-year-old comeback story, started adding half a banana to his Greek yogurt in the mornings. He noticed that within a week, the twitching sensation in his calves began to fade. By the second week, his nighttime cramps had almost disappeared. And here's the beauty of it. You don't need to peel 6 bananas a day. Just one medium banana contains over 400 milligrams of potassium, enough to support muscle and nerve balance from sunrise to sunset. Tip: if you're concerned about sugar, pair your banana with a protein or fat source, like nut butter or Greek yogurt, to stabilize your blood sugar. Bananas are also portable, affordable, and require zero prep, making them one of the easiest morning wins for your legs. So, if you've ever woken up with tight calves, sore thighs, or shaky knees, this small yellow fruit might be the most powerful weapon in your kitchen. Next up, we're switching gears to a grain-based powerhouse that soothes inflammation and keeps your blood sugar stable all morning. Let's talk about food number 4, oatmeal with chia seeds, the inflammation fighter. Food number 4, oatmeal with chia seeds, the inflammation fighter. Some mornings, your legs just feel heavier, stiffer, like something deep inside is holding them back. That something is often inflammation, the silent destroyer of joint health, mobility, and muscle recovery. But what if your breakfast could fight it before it ever gets the chance? Enter oatmeal with chia seeds, a warm, comforting combo that does more than fill you up. It heals from the inside out. Let's break down why this pairing is a game changer. First, the oats. They're rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber known to reduce systemic inflammation, especially in people over 60. Oats also provide complex carbohydrates, the kind that release energy slowly and prevent blood sugar spikes, which are known to trigger inflammation and fatigue. Then come the chia seeds. Just 2 tablespoons pack more omega-3 fatty acids than a piece of salmon. Omega-3s are essential for lowering C-reactive protein, CRP, a major marker of chronic inflammation tied to muscle wasting and joint pain. They also deliver magnesium and calcium, which support muscle relaxation and bone strength. According to a study published in Nutrients, seniors who consumed a high-fiber, omega-3 rich breakfast experienced less joint stiffness, improved insulin sensitivity, and better walking performance within just 4 weeks. But that's not all. This combo also helps with gut health, which is essential for nutrient absorption and reducing inflammatory triggers throughout the body. For Frank, this was the meal he turned to when his legs felt heavy and his joints ached. He started making a simple bowl of steel-cut oats topped with a spoonful of chia seeds, cinnamon, and blueberries. Within days, he reported less morning sluggishness and more energy to walk further without needing to stop and rest. Tip: soak your chia seeds in almond milk or water overnight for better absorption. Use steel-cut or old-fashioned oats, not instant ones, to maximize the anti-inflammatory effect. And remember, this breakfast isn't just delicious. It's restorative medicine disguised as food. So if you're waking up with aches, stiffness, or slow legs, this warm, spoonable meal might just be the relief you've been missing. Coming up next, a small but mighty food that starts your engine for strength, without the fuss or flair. Let's talk about food number 5, whole eggs, the powerhouse start. Food number 5, whole eggs, the powerhouse start. Sometimes, the most powerful solutions are the ones we've overlooked for decades. If you want a breakfast that kickstarts muscle growth, fuels your day, and supports every step you take, don't skip the egg. Whole eggs are one of the most complete muscle-building foods on the planet. And for seniors, they're more than just a breakfast classic, they're a lifeline. Here's why. Number 1. Rich in leucine. Leucine is the master switch for muscle protein synthesis. Without enough of it, your body can't properly rebuild muscle, even if you're eating plenty of protein. One large egg contains about 500 milligrams of leucine, and research shows that seniors need nearly double the leucine of younger adults to trigger muscle repair. That means starting your day with 2 to 3 whole eggs gives your legs exactly what they need to fight sarcopenia head on. Number 2. Loaded with B12 and vitamin D. Vitamin B12 supports nerve health, helping prevent the numbness and tingling often felt in aging legs. Vitamin D boosts muscle power and coordination, especially in people over 60 who aren't getting enough sun. Number 3. Complete protein package. Each egg provides 6 to 7 grams of high-quality protein, including all 9 essential amino acids. This helps stop muscle breakdown from overnight fasting and supports full-body recovery throughout the day. In a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consumed whole eggs daily experienced a 35% increase in leg muscle strength after just 8 weeks, compared to only 15% in the low egg group. Frank made eggs his go-to morning fuel. He'd saute a handful of spinach in olive oil, crack in 2 pasture-raised eggs, and top it with turmeric and black pepper. Not only did his energy levels rise, but within a month, his physical therapist noted improved quad strength and better stair stability. Tip: don't fear the yolk. That's where the choline, vitamin D, and antioxidants live, nutrients essential for brain, muscle, and heart health. If cholesterol concerns you, recent studies show that dietary cholesterol from eggs has minimal impact on blood cholesterol in most people, especially when paired with a balanced diet. Eggs are simple, they're affordable, and most importantly, they're proven to protect your legs. So, if you've been skipping them, it's time to bring them back to your breakfast plate with purpose. Up next, we reveal a secret morning combo most seniors have never heard of, yet it's changing lives in just 1 week. Let's talk about the secret morning combo: steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt. Section 4. The secret morning combo: steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt. It's not just what you eat, but how you start your morning that shapes your entire day. After age 60, your muscles wake up in a state of mild stress, dehydrated, low on glycogen, and inflamed from overnight fasting. If you don't refuel smartly, you're leaving your legs vulnerable to loss and fatigue. But here's the surprising twist. Steamed sweet potato with a pinch of Celtic salt might be the most underrated muscle-saving combo you've never tried. Let's break it down. Sweet potato, the energy that doesn't crash. This humble root is packed with slow-digesting complex carbohydrates, exactly what your muscles crave in the morning to replenish glycogen and restore fuel. Unlike white bread or sugary cereals that spike and crash your blood sugar, sweet potatoes provide steady energy that supports improved balance and stability, reduced muscle fatigue, better morning focus and coordination. They're also rich in potassium for muscle contraction, beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant, vitamin C, which helps produce collagen for joint health, Celtic salt, the mineral multiplier. Here's where the real secret lies. Celtic sea salt isn't your average table salt. It contains over 80 trace minerals, including magnesium, reduces cramping and supports muscle relaxation. Calcium, essential for muscle contraction and bone strength. Sodium and chloride, restore electrolyte balance after overnight dehydration. After hours without water or minerals, your muscles become electrically unstable. That's why leg cramps or morning dizziness are so common in seniors. Adding a small pinch of Celtic salt to your morning meal rebalances your body's electrical system, helping muscles fire properly and preventing early morning weakness. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who replenished sodium and magnesium within 30 minutes of waking had significantly fewer leg cramps, better walking speed, and lower markers of muscle breakdown. Frank called this combo his morning reset. He'd steam a small sweet potato the night before, warm it up in the microwave, sprinkle just a pinch of Celtic salt, and enjoy it with a boiled egg or Greek yogurt. The result? More energy, fewer cramps, and the confidence to start walking again on his own terms. Tip: don't overdo the salt. A pinch is enough. And choose unrefined, mineral-rich salts like Celtic or Himalayan, never heavily processed table salt. If you've ever woken up feeling stiff, dizzy, or just off, combo could be the most powerful 5-minute breakfast you've never tried. Ready to take it even further? Coming up next, 5 morning habits that rebuild leg strength without the gym. Section 5. 5 morning habits that rebuild leg strength. Let's be clear about one thing. You don't need a gym membership to build strong legs after 60. What you really need is a consistent morning routine backed by science and built for real life. The truth is, the first 30 to 45 minutes after waking up are absolutely critical for your muscles. That window determines whether your body stays in a state of muscle breakdown or shifts into rebuilding mode. And the best part? These 5 simple morning habits cost nothing, take very little time, and can completely transform your lower body strength, balance, and independence. Let's walk through them one by one. Habit number 1. Drink warm water with Celtic salt within 15 minutes of waking. When you sleep, your body naturally loses water through breathing and sweating. You wake up mildly dehydrated. Your muscles are drier, tighter, and less responsive. And if you're over 60, this effect is even stronger. Dehydration shrinks muscle volume, reduces flexibility, and increases the risk of cramps and falls. The fix? Start your day with 8 to 12 ounces of warm water and a pinch of Celtic sea salt. Why Celtic salt? It contains over 80 trace minerals, including magnesium, potassium, and calcium, that help replenish electrolytes lost overnight. These minerals are essential for healthy muscle contraction, hydration, and nerve function. In a study from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who began their day with mineral-enriched water saw a 32% drop in leg cramps and improved walking speed within 3 weeks. Pro tip: avoid standard table salt. It's heavily refined and stripped of natural minerals. Look for unrefined salts like Celtic or pink Himalayan. Habit number 2. 1-minute balance exercise beside the bed. You want stronger legs? Train them to stabilize your entire body, not just move it. Start by practicing single leg balance for 30 seconds on each leg every morning. Stand beside your bed or a sturdy surface. Lift 1 foot an inch off the ground and hold. Switch sides. That's it. You've just activated your stabilizer muscles, improved your proprioception, body awareness, and trained your nervous system to react faster if you stumble later. A 2022 clinical trial published in the Journals of Gerontology found that adults over 65 who practiced balance exercises daily had 36% lower risk of falls, 25% faster reflexes when recovering from a trip, more coordinated gait within 4 weeks. One viewer, Alice from Michigan, shared, "I couldn't believe such a simple exercise could do so much. After 2 weeks, I noticed my knees didn't wobble as much when walking. I felt more grounded. It's free. It takes 1 minute, and it could prevent a broken hip." Habit number 3. Wake up your joints before you stand. Ever felt stiff, wobbly, or dizzy when standing up in the morning? That's not just aging. That's your joints and blood pressure not being ready. Here's your 3-step joint wake-up sequence to prevent joint pain, falls, and sluggishness. Step 1. Sit up in bed. Circle your ankles slowly, 10 times in each direction. This pumps synovial fluid into your knee and ankle joints. Step 2. Straighten your legs. Flex and point your toes 10 times to activate the calf and shin muscles. Step 3. Rise slowly. Use your arms to push yourself up. Stabilize with a nightstand or wall if needed. Why does this matter? Because studies show that older adults are more likely to fall within the first 10 minutes of waking than at any other time of day. The sudden drop in blood pressure and stiff joints create the perfect storm for imbalance. Starting your day gently prepares your body to move with intention, not reaction. Habit number 4. Get 10 minutes of morning sunlight. This one's often overlooked, but it may be one of the most powerful habits for restoring leg strength. Here's how it works. Morning sunlight tells your body clock it's daytime. You produce less melatonin and more cortisol. You feel awake and motivated. Simultaneously, the UVB rays trigger vitamin D synthesis in your skin, which helps your body absorb calcium and support muscle contraction. Research published in Frontiers in Endocrinology shows that seniors with sufficient vitamin D levels have stronger quadriceps, better balance, faster walking speed, lower risk of sarcopenia by up to 37%. If you're low on vitamin D, your muscles literally can't fire properly. That's why a 10-minute walk outside, even just on your balcony or in your garden, can make such a difference. One subscriber, George from Oregon, told us, "Getting morning sunlight helped my legs feel more alive. I used to shuffle to the kitchen. Now I stride there." Habit number 5. Eat a protein-rich breakfast within 45 minutes of waking. This habit is non-negotiable for muscle preservation after 60. Why? Because after an overnight fast, your body is in a catabolic state, breaking down muscle tissue for energy. If you delay breakfast or eat only toast or coffee, you're telling your body, "Keep breaking down muscle. We're not done yet." The solution: eat a muscle-focused breakfast containing 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 45 minutes of waking. Some examples: 2 boiled eggs plus Greek yogurt, 24g protein. Chia pudding with almond butter and collagen powder, 22g. Cottage cheese plus berries plus a whey protein shake, 30g. In a 2020 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who followed this habit retained 28% more leg muscle mass over 6 months than those who ate a low-protein breakfast. Protein in the morning also helps. Stabilize blood sugar. Reduce cravings. Improve focus and mobility throughout the day. It's not just about what you eat, it's about when you eat it. Frank made all 5 of these habits part of his morning. He didn't lift weights. He didn't take fancy supplements. But within a month, he was climbing stairs without holding the railing, standing longer while cooking, and, most importantly, feeling like himself again. You don't need perfection. You just need consistency. Conclusion: you're not weak because you're old. Let's end where we began, with the truth. You're not losing muscle because of your age. You're losing it because no one ever showed you how to protect it. Every morning, your body gives you a choice. A choice to keep breaking down, or to start building back up. And the best part? You don't need a gym. You don't need a prescription. You don't need to be perfect. You just need a few good habits, done consistently. Hydrate, balance, breathe, eat strong. Give your body what it's been silently asking for. Because your legs aren't just for walking. They carry your freedom. They carry your independence. They carry your life. Don't wait until the pain, the fall, or the fatigue becomes unbearable. Start now, tomorrow morning. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these 5 habits will you try tomorrow morning? Comment below. We read every single one. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to It's Better Health and turn on notifications so you never miss a new tip. And share this with someone you love, especially if they've been struggling with their legs. Coming up next, 3 common breakfast foods that secretly speed up muscle loss after 60. Don't miss it. It could save your legs from the foods doing silent damage. See you in the next video. Remember, it's not your age. It's your actions. It's better health. Because you deserve to move better, feel stronger, and live fully every single